Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as a Go for something a little bit different, something a little bit new. I didn't want to have the same old motherfucking intro, you see, because I don't like that intro no more. It fucking sucks. I need to change the goddamn intro because I don't like any of that shit. I don't like any of it. It's horrible. So we're going to come up with something a little bit more intelligent. We're going to start expressing our ways in a way that's a little bit more, mature. Fuck that shit. A lot of people on YouTube use a very plain format to use very flashy kind of video effects and shit like that, and it just looks to me plain silly. A lot of people make these videos on the internet and they lure you in with these awesome thumbnails and all these cool titles, and you see them and they grab your attention just to watch 14 minutes of someone basically doing this. So I woke up this morning and I turned on my television and I was watching television and they were playing programs that were pre-selected for me to watch on the television, and I watched it and then I bought some stuff, and I'm going to show you that stuff I bought. I bought some clothes and stuff, I bought a t-shirt even though I'm not wearing it and stuff, blah 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 motherfucking blah blah motherfucking blah. Now, there's this one dude on the internet, especially on YouTube, I know him from, who does this so fucking often that it pisses you off. But he teases you, right? Because every now and again he gives you like a nugget of something that's actually worth watching. But then the rest of the time it's just him walking around talking about obscure shit that no one gives a shit about. Like in 10 minutes he doesn't even give a shit about it. I mean, talk about something that everyone can relate to. Oh my god, they're taking money from the poor. Oh, they're screwing us with taxes. La da 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 da. But no, they go on and they talk about like all these boring little shit that we're supposed to give a crap about. Oh, GTA ain't coming out for another month. I really couldn't care less. I don't even play video games that much. And what about those ones that are like, epic cigarette challenge or something really cool like that, or epic bong smoking challenge, and you see the thumbnail and you think it's going to be something kind of silly, because who's going to take pride in like smoking a lot of weed or tobacco? But some people do. So you click on the video just to get some preachy rant saying, oh, you shouldn't smoke because it'll give you a cancer. What bullshit is that? False advertising what that is. It basically dilutes the fundamental validity of your argument because you're being deceptive. When you have to be deceptive, you're losing the argument full fucking stop. People like this on the internet being mentally retarded like that. And that's like what I was talking about in that other rant the other time I did it, where I was talking about that video, one guy, two kittens. People, if they didn't make their videos about it, I wouldn't have even thought it was a real video, and I wouldn't have even gone looking into it, because they keep bringing up the images and shit, and they proliferate that shit. And in my opinion, that's why some people do this shit on the internet, being dickheads and assholes and creepy fucks, because you can get a little bit of notoriety off that shit. And it's because of people who are just too busy trying to get a like or a comment on their YouTube video. I mean, at least express what you actually think, no matter how wrong or silly it may be, no matter how many times you're going to get corrected in facts, no matter how many times you're going to say things that you'll possibly regret later. Stand by your own opinions. Copying everyone else's shit. It's like on Facebook. Someone breaks up with someone, you think they're going to write a blurb about how they're either moving on or having trouble dealing with it. No, they share a picture from some, randomly generated breakup site. Like, come on, man. I want to see what people are actually thinking. That's what is like the idea of social media. It was my opinion, Even Twitter is a little bit better at it, even though with all the hashtags and the retardation. But still, Facebook is... It's just like a bunch of shares of stuff. I share my videos there, at least it's my own content. Most people just share other people's shit. The odd, blurb of text comes along that was actually written by a human or not by someone that you've never met before. And it's really weird like that, people not being all like expressing themselves and being fearful of what people will think of them. So what, you're a backward idiot with glasses that no one likes. Tell people on the internet about it, it'll be awesome, and that's pretty much what I do. I'm like a backward thinking idiot, and I'll tell you about it on the internet so millions of people can potentially watch it. And they might not, and they probably won't, and I'm not too worried about that. I'm just here making videos for the sake of making videos, and at least I'm putting in effort, at least I'm trying to be coherent and entertain you instead of just going Yeah, so I went over to my television and I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, it's time to have a cigarette. I'm gonna have a cigarette. This gardening show is off the chain. This is one of the best gardening shows I've ever seen. This bald dude is just crazy. He's crazy good. You don't know the magic this guy does. Look him up, alright? Let's give you some info. Where's that remote at? It's hard shit. These videos are so hard to make. You have to have like no concept and imagination, and you just talk at the camera about what you're doing. Where did the remote go? This is the suspenseful bit in one of these videos where you can't find the remote or the game control, and you want to do a bit of a let's play on the fly thing. Alright, let's get some info. Look at this crazy stuff I'm watching. Look. I'm watching some epic shit. Because I'm so important. I'm so brilliant, I'm so great. I make your dad want to masturbate. So personally, I'm kind of grateful, even though I make a dick of myself and I'm wrong most of the time, that I don't at least stoop to the level of talking of nothingness. Try to keep it relevant to a point, try to prove a point at the end of each video, and, you know, there's a title that'll lead you most of the way there, but it will filter off and you'll have to figure that shit out on your own. Because even I'm not figuring it out. Fuck it. You want annotations? Lick my balls. That's what you get. I'm sorry, it's too far. That's the end of Matters Ago for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, but I've really enjoyed making that long video last time. Post-rant bullshit. So we're gonna watch some TV with the post-rant bullshit. Let's do it. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Smashed it. Oh, you. I don't actually watch cricket. I got no idea what's going on. Fuck off. You broken thing.
Well, nearly 60 years after they competed as rivals at the Melbourne Olympic Games, rowers from around the world have reunited in Ballarat at the Masters Games. The regatta is being staged at Lake Wendouree, where in 1956, athletes from all walks of life forged friendships that have lasted their lifetimes. Lisa Tucker reports. Toru Sasaki was 22 years old when he represented Japan in the men's 8, but he remembers well the trepidation.
It's the news. Not even the sports section. Like, good for you, but come on, the news.
All these incredibly disparate music forms and wrote them in together, especially those picked to compete for induction in 2015. Stevie Ray Vaughan makes an enormous amount of sense. So does the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. It's one of the most eclectic and diverse group of nominees by the Hall of Fame, including NWA. All share a common bond.
They bleeped fuck, but not nigger. Australia is a little bit racist, Jesus. Oh, good song. Oh, and you're gonna talk over it. Bullshit, Matters Ago.